A prenup is a contractual agreement that the parties will enter into before they get married. So most people, when they think about a prenup, they're thinking, what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine, and they want to keep everything separate. While that is something that you can choose to do if that's what you're after, that's not always the case. You're able to kind of agree to whatever. And our advice to our clients who are seeking to potentially get a prenup is you can kind of control whatever the outcome will be. No one enters a marriage thinking that it's going to end, but what better time to prepare for your marriage ending than whenever you're in the honeymoon stage and happy and, ready to be fair, rather than whenever you are no longer feeling that way. So in our marriage, we actually decided to get a prenup as well, but we didn't do the typical what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine. We decided that right now, to kind of safeguard everything, we were going to put it into writing that we would split whatever was occurred during the marriage 50-50. We waived our rights to alimony other than in the event that one of us becomes disabled. We waived attorney's fees, and we did all of this knowing that this would keep us from going to war. So that way we never had to know what that experience was like, because we see it every day. So in Florida, if you are inheriting property or money, technically that is separate property, and you don't necessarily need a prenup to protect that. However, in the event that you were to do what they call commingled, which means that maybe you might accidentally put marital funds towards a mortgage or pay out marital funds towards something that could actually lead to the other party gaining an interest in that non-marital property. So in a prenup, you can outline exactly whatever it is that you're expected to inherit, lay out the terms saying the other party is waiving their right to that. Maybe they only get a certain percentage. Whatever it is, you're in full control of whatever that agreement will be. If you are trying to decide whether or not to have a prenup, it's best to get the conversation out of the way in the very beginning. It's better to be able to have these conversations while all of the emotions are down, everyone's calm, everyone likes each other, than it is when something has happened and now everything's falling apart, because at that point, we're all human. We can all be a little petty. So if you want to avoid that, then a prenup is the way to go. Being in family law, we've kind of heard it all. I've heard, if I get a prenup, isn't that me just planning for my divorce? And we don't see it that way at all. Essentially, we think it's an important part of your marriage to safeguard whatever it is that you guys want to happen and to keep you from going to war, essentially. It is a good idea for anybody, whether you have assets or whether you don't. If you have questions about a prenup, want to know what that entails, what that process is like, give us a call at Cooper & Cooper PA, and we'll go over all of your options with you.